So, we are here at Martin and Vleminckx at IAAPA 2023. Martin and Vleminckx have expanded their product demographic, and this year they actually acquired the IP to the Polar Coaster and more. Do you want to talk more about that with me?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So this year we acquired Bill Kitchen's IPs, the intellectual property of him. These include things like you said, Polar Coaster, we have the Sky Spire, Unicoaster, Sky Blazer, G-Storm, just a whole product line of really new and exciting either thrill rides, observation type rides, and it gives us a more well-rounded product line that we can go to market with. So we're known for our wooden coasters, we still do that and we still do it really well, but now we have a whole other set of products that we can bring to the market and add some more thrill to people's parks.
So, I know you also now have the Unicoaster.
Yes.
So that was for a while produced by Chance Rides.
Yep.
And now you guys are producing with SBF Visa?
That's one of the vendors that we use.
Okay.
And yeah, basically we acquired their IP, so we are the ones that can sell the ride, and we work with some vendors to get it built, do the engineering on it, and bring it to market as well.
And what do you guys do with wooden coasters?
So everything. Design, build, install, commission, anything you need. We have partnerships to help us with the design side of it, but we have a shop in Haines City, so we cut all of our wood there, bundle it up, ship it to site. We have an installation team that goes out. They can...
No, it's all good.
Yeah. And there's Bill Kitchen. So yeah, with the wooden coasters, we work on the design side. We get all of the wood sent to our Haines City shop. We cut it there to piece, put it into bundles, send it to site, and we have a team that's very good that goes out to sites, installs it, commissions it, and opens it for the parks. The biggest one and one of the more exciting products we have, the two of them are the Sky Spire and the Polar Coaster. Similar looking products, but very different markets that we want to appeal to. But the idea behind both of them is land is really tight these days in a lot of parks, especially ones that are landlocked and they can't expand. So we understand the value of having a very small footprint for a ride, but people still want exciting rides, right? They want to still have that thrilling roller coaster, and that's where the Polar Coaster comes in. Mm-hmm. So the idea of a very small footprint, as tall as you want, and we can do whatever we need to fit your needs as a client. So if you want more thrilling, you want it to be a Class 5 restraint, go upside down, we can do that. You want it more of a family style coaster, we can do it in that sense as well, where it's more scenic, a little slower, more trim brakes, stuff like that. However you see fit for your park, that would be best to fit kind of the I don't want to say vibe because I don't like that word, but you understand the aura or the feel of that park. Yeah. We can customize it to fit your needs. The other side of it is the Sky Spire, so that is more of our modern take on the Ferris wheel. Okay. So the Ferris wheel is still a tried and true product. We have our own that I'll go over in a few minutes, but what we wanted to do is sort of develop a new product that Bill came up with where you get some more excitement. You don't have to be on the cabin for as long, but you still get the same views, if not better. And so that's where the idea of a spiral comes in. So now we have a tower product like we've seen at other parks, right, or even in major cities, but we have a gondola that runs on a track that spirals up and down, and that allows you to get a 360 view of the city. So the idea I like to kind of pitch is, imagine this in like a New York City. You put this in the middle of Manhattan, you can have AR systems onto the cabins, and what you can do is as you go up, you're getting a 360 view of these gorgeous cities or parks, depending on where you put it. And you can even have an AR system that's pointing to different landmarks and saying, oh, we're going around here, there's the Empire State Building, there's the Hudson River, there's this thing. Or in your park, you can say, here's this roller coaster, here's this ride, and sort of direct guests and give their attention to what you want them to see. And not only that, just show them how beautiful your park is from a different viewpoint, right? That, yes, parks have had observation towers before, they've never had them like this.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, at the top of these towers, we can put food and beverage, we can put restaurants, whatever you need to kind of make that appealing. We can have the ability to launch fireworks off the top. So if you want to have that sort of really exciting explosion, you could do that. Okay. We could put lights. So really anything that the customer needs to kind of make that a landmark of their park. The other products we have are the Sky Blazer and the G-Storm, which are sort of newer takes on the Sky Coaster.
Okay.
So the Sky Coaster, obviously you have your harnesses, you're lying down on your stomach. That's great, and that's a really fun, tried and true product that's in hundreds of parks around the world. What we wanted to do is make a new version of that is more accessible. So instead of using harnesses where you have to be lying on your stomach in the prone position, we're using seats. We put it on a round disc, and the disc can spin on a bearing. So what that allows you to do is it pulls you up the same way. It does the quick release, so you still get that same sensation of that dropping feeling. You still get that big swinging arc, but now you're on top of that, you're spinning around in a circle, and you're in a more comfortable restraint that allows for easier on and off guest access.
And it makes people feel safer. I'm not harnessed up. I have a Class 5. Is it a Class 5 over the shoulder restraint? For the general public, some people I know are less giving
Yes.
into sky coasters, and this will help introduce that idea to them.
Yeah, and the other side of it too is, even for the people that are let's say brave enough to go on the sky coaster, for park's sake, a sky coaster can hold up to 3 people.
Yeah.
Rarely do they get 3 people, because unless you have a group of 3, you, me, and a random stranger aren't going to start harnessing up and going buddy buddy.
Together, yeah.
But in a seat, we do that all the time on roller coasters.
Yes.
So for the park's sake, we can fill up the capacity of these rides a lot more than you can on your sky coaster,
Yes.
generating more revenue for those parks if they choose to charge, or just allowing for a bigger throughput of the ride, which is in all ways better for
Yeah.
everyone. The other product we have is called the G-Storm. And so that's basically, you take the same tower from the Sky Blazer, we build 2 of them, we put a cable between them, or a bunch of cables between them, and then we have a trolley that slides back and forth. From the trolley is where we hang the gondola this time. So now what you have is the ability to kind of pull the vehicle over and swing it out, and then pull it back the other way and swing it out on the other side. So that would mean either you could put a water feature on either end, you could put a water feature in the middle, you can put anything you want anywhere, and it gives you that same swinging feeling, but not only on one side, you can do it on 2 sides, and we can control the motion. So we can make a randomized sequence if you want it as well, to make sure every ride's unique, and sort of that Hollywood Tower of Terror idea of make sure it's re-rideable. We want that in our products as well.
Interesting.
So the other rides, I guess going through the other products that we have are our wheel-based products. So that would be, we have the Thrill Wheel and the Skyview. They're similar products. The Skyview is sort of the wheel on its own, and usually a little bit of a bigger version. The Thrill Wheel is the Skyview, but with a swinging arm attached to it. So that swinging arm ride where you, I don't know what the brand name of it or the generic name is. But
I know there's one like it at Great Escape called the Outlaw. It's more like a Vomatron.
Like sort of that idea.
Things,
but what makes our wheels unique and why I'm really excited about them is the hub itself doesn't move. So we have a solid hub, and the wheels travel around it. They're all linked together. And what that allows us to do is change the shape of the wheel. So we're no longer locked to a circular Ferris wheel.
Okay.
We can customize the shape to however the client needs. So the example I would use is, let's say you work for the NFL.
Yeah.
You have a stadium there. We can put one of these in front of your stadium and shape it in the shape of a football and customize it so that you really have this absolutely unique, never before done ride. And not only that, the next client that comes around, we could shape it to them, and they can get the first of that kind. So we can keep customizing the design. So yes, the product in essence is the same, but everyone can get their own unique version of it, and that to me is really exciting.
Okay.
Or we can keep it as a wheel and compete with the other vendors that do these really big wheels, and I think that's also just as exciting, that we can have these really cool products that still don't have any maintenance in the middle, right? There's no giant bearing in the middle that this thing has to rotate around. The structure's static and everything rotates around it. So as well, if you want a custom shape for the inside of it, it doesn't have to be a spoke and wheel design anymore. We can do whatever structure we want based on the client's needs, and that too allows for a lot of creativity on the client's part, that we can work with them to get that satisfy whatever they need. Martin and Vleminckx is our brand, is our company name. We've rebranded to M&V Rides.
Okay.
One, because we want to show that we have a new product line where we are the same company with the same reputation we've always had, but we have new products, and we want to make sure we're easily recognizable.
Yeah.
And then also, saying Martin and Vleminckx is not always the easiest thing if you're not a French speaker, so M&V Rides is a nice, easier way to say that, and a little bit more recognizable that I think we're going to enjoy seeing coming down the line.
All right. Well, thank you very much, David, for talking with me.
Anytime, my pleasure.
And you guys do great stuff. And I
Really
hope you guys
appreciate
sold some good stuff this week.
We've had a good show, so we'll see what comes down the pipeline,
right.
but keep an eye out on our website.
All right. Thank you very much.